Hello teachers, it's Liz and Logan, and we're coming to you with a short video going over 4 ways that you can place images on Canvas. And I was thinking this could be a new series of Canvas basics on my channel because I realized that several of my videos are kind of long and time consuming to watch. So I wanted to do a different kind of video that was just targeted at certain basic skills that you could learn on Canvas to make your assignments a little bit more interesting and a little bit more dynamic. You alright, little guy? Can I start? Let's assume he wants me to start. Alrighty. So, anytime I want to get images, I want to get them from a copyright-free website such as pexels.com. This is what I advise a lot of my students to use when they're going to start certain projects that require them to use images that don't belong to them. And the reason why is because all these images that are placed on this website are copyright-free, meaning the artists, the photographers that place these images here have done so knowing we were going to use them for creative purposes, and they're not going to sue us for using their images. So what I want to do is basically select an image to download to my computer, and I know automatically it's going to go to my downloads folder in my computer. It depends on whatever your computer you're using. If you're using a Windows computer, it's going to go to your downloads folder as well, and I have already done so. So on Canvas, I'm going to show you guys the most basic way to place the image to your assignment. This is a resource page that I'm designing for this particular purpose. Right, little guy? Alrighty, and the most basic way that you guys can place an image on Canvas is by basically uploading the image from your computer. You see right here where you have links, files, and images. I'm going to select image, select upload a new image, and choose a file from my computer. Again, I know it went automatically to my downloads folder, so that's where I'm going to select that file. You'll see that it's asking you to put in alternative text. This is for the purposes of students who have readers who are reading the assignment to them. Maybe they have sight disabilities or whatever the case may be. So instead of their being able to see the image, the reader would just say image of brushes or whatever you are putting in here. If it's just a decorative image, like the image is not crucial to understanding the assignment itself, you can basically just check off decorative image. Honestly, that's what I do half the time. Although if you are going to a district staff training, they're going to tell you put in not decorative image, put in alternative text, so the student will actually know what the image is when their reader narrates it to them. So anyway, I'm just going to select decorative image for now and select upload, and the image is going to populate to my assignment momentarily. Alright, so here's the image thus far. Now, the reason I don't do this method very often, even though it's very easy, is because if I go and duplicate the same exact assignment to another class, it's quite likely my students won't see the image placed there, and then what's the point? And the reason why is when I import a certain assignment to another class, I'm not necessarily importing the files as well, just the assignment. So because this is not embedded into the assignment itself, it's not gonna go, the image is not gonna go with the assignment, if that makes any sense. Just to be safe, what I always do, or what I do 99% of the time, is I go and use the upload and embed image tool. So in my rich content editor, I have the upload and embed image tool right here. I'm gonna use it to upload the exact same image of the palette. So I would select choose an image. And now if there's some kind of image that I want to crop a part of, like if I feel like this bottom part of the image isn't that interesting and I want to crop it out, I can certainly go ahead and do that here. So it lets me do some very minor image editing while I'm at it here on Canvas. If I want to create, for example, the dimensions of a banner image, which are typically really long on the top and bottom and short on the sides, I can crop out those parts of the image and just center on the subject like I'm doing right here. So that's another way that this tool can actually be very easy to use for doing edits to your image. So anyway, having created the dimensions that I want the image to be, I'm going to select crop and resize image. And then I'm going to select upload and embed. Are you pooping? Alright, apologies for my slow internet and my noisy baby. So right now the image is being embedded into the assignment itself. If I go to the HTML editor, I can actually see that the image is embedded within the code of the assignment. So if I go and import this same assignment to another class, the image is going to go with it. So it's going to be visible to me and to the students. Alrighty. Method number 3 is to just embed images from the web. This means if I don't want to download the image for whatever reason, I can just link the image to my assignment. And here's how I'm going to do that. On my rich content editor, I have another tool called Embed Image, not Embed Upload, Embed Image. It's different because it's going to ask me to plug in a certain URL for the image. Relax. Oh my goodness. So, the way that I would do that, if I want to select a certain image from Pexels, let's say I want to select this one of the man with the paint on his face, and I don't want to download it for whatever reason, I can right click on the image, select Open Image in New Tab, and copy the URL leading to that image specifically. So I'm going to select Control C to copy that URL, then back in Canvas, when I go to the Embed Image tool, I'm going to paste that URL in there. If I want to add alternative text to that image as well, I can certainly do so. So, man, whatever with paint. I don't necessarily have to. It's just an option there. And I'm going to select Update. And the image is now linked here. Here's the only caveat to that particular method. If this artist goes and removes the picture from Pexels.com, the student will no longer see the image on the assignment itself, okay? Because the link is going to be broken. So that's just something you need to be aware of. And then method number 4, before this baby starts crying or pooping, is using CityLab's HTML snippets. And the only reason you might want to do it this way using CityLabs is basically to make the image look a little fancier within the body of your assignment. So if you guys don't have the CityLab tools showing right here where I have this little rocket, you can select Shift Control Alt D, and I know that's a mouthful. I didn't create it. That's just a shortcut to get there. All right, under my CityLabs tools, I'm gonna go to Add Advanced Elements, HTML Snippets, and under Design Tools, I'm gonna scroll down to Image with Captions. And I tend to use the Polaroid frames quite a lot. I just like the way they look. Today though, I'm just gonna select Overlap Center. And this is what the template for the image would look like. So it looks a lot more professional. It gives you a certain space to add the caption, to actually explain to your students why you're using that image in the first place. So I'll show you what to do. You can go and use the Upload and Embed Image tool, but I'm just going to make my life easier, and I'm just going to upload it the easy way through the Images tab here. So I think right now I'm going to place the image of the brushes. And if you want to explain to your students what they're looking at or give them some kind of statement to go along with the image, you can basically just type it up right here within the caption space. So while the image is loading, and I apologize for my slow internet, I'm just going to write up the caption like, artists must take excellent care of their brushes. Alright, you guys, mothering is a hard job and it's calling to me, so I'm going to end the video short because my internet wasn't really cooperating. But those are the 4 ways you can place images on Canvas. I did want to mention, some teachers have asked me, well, why can't I just copy and paste the image? It's very likely that you will see it, but your students won't if you copy and paste, and then what's the point of that? So doing it in either of these 4 ways is actually a little bit safer and more productive for you, because then you won't have to correct any mistakes later on. If you know any other ways to place images on Canvas, please let me know in the comments below and I will give them a try. Other than that, I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys later.